Hey guys, Cece back with another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about our ultimate high-end makeup kit. First time watching me or my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also make sure you click the little notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you can always be notified of all of my future videos because you never want to miss a single upload. You also want to make sure you're following me on Instagram at YvetteLuvsBeauty and also subscribe to my family vlog channel right here on YouTube at Bradley Party of 6. So today, as I already said and as you can see from the title, we're going to talk about our high-end makeup kit. So I just posted a video on my ultimate drugstore makeup kit. If you guys missed that video, make sure you check it out right up there after you watch this one. So some people prefer high-end makeup, some people prefer drugstore makeup. There is no right or wrong answer. Whatever works for you and your budget and your lifestyle, that's the type of makeup you should be using. You guys should be very aware by now, but I prefer both. I have a gang of high-end makeup and also a gang of drugstore makeup. To me, it's not the makeup, it's more so the application and the technique, but there are some favorites that I absolutely love high-end products. There's some favorites that I absolutely love drugstore products. So again, it's all in your preference. But I'm not going to make this video any longer than it needs to be, so go ahead and grab a snack and let's jump right into it. As usual, I'm going to mention products in the order that I will put them on my face. So we are going to start with the brows. And my newest brow obsession has definitely been this Urban Decay Brow Blade Waterproof Pencil. So I'm wearing a lot of these products on my face today. I'm wearing this on my brows. And the nice thing about this brow pencil is that it's dual-ended. So this side is an actual like skinny pencil that I would normally wear, and then this side is like a little felt tip marker almost, but it's super slim. So I mean, it's super slim and it creates really nice hair-like strokes. Absolutely love this because you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get your pencil, but then you can also add those little strokes in where maybe the pencil is still a little bit too thick. You can go ahead and fill in those sparse areas with the pen / felt tip marker side. So this brow pencil is really nice. Definitely encourage you to try it if you're looking for a new high-end eyebrow pencil. Next, I usually go in with eyeshadow, and to prime my eyes, which an eye primer, I've told you guys this a million times, I don't think it's completely necessary. Some people love it, some people don't. I'm one of the people where I can go either way. Sometimes I wear it, sometimes I won't. I'm actually wearing it today, and this is the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Now I like this one in particular because it comes in different shades. So if you guys can see that, this is the shade that I got, which is in medium, but it comes in different shades because I think if you are going to use an eyeshadow primer, you want to use one to also just make your lids blank. So a lot of us have veining on our lids and stuff like that. I know I do. My lids definitely have some like green veining in there. So when I use this eyeshadow base, it covers all of that, almost like a concealer, which I do think you can use as an eyeshadow base as well. But the eyeshadow base covers all of that, and then you just start with a blank smooth canvas for your colors to go on nice and smoothly. So I really like that about this eyeshadow base. All eyeshadow bases do not do that. Then for shadow, you guys, I went back and forth about which shadow palettes to choose because I absolutely love, you guys know I love the Huda Beauty Obsession mini palettes. You know I love Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, but I felt like I wanted to give another palette some love, well, a couple of palettes some love, and that's these Natasha Denona palettes. So these are the two that I have of the mini. Now, we all know Natasha Denona is completely and utterly expensive. However, she's been coming out over the last year with these like mini palettes, and these are $65 versus her normal $120. So I absolutely love these palettes. She actually just came out with a bronze neutral one, so you guys should definitely check that out if you're more of a neutral person, but I'm not going to purchase that because I have 5011 neutral palettes, okay? So I have the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. This is a great palette for spring and summer. It's neutral, but then it has those pops of color that I think lots of people will enjoy. And then I also got the Love palette, and this one came out around Valentine's Day, I believe, and it is just so gorgeous with the pinks and the purples and the reds. Absolutely love these palettes. So like I said, she did just come out with a neutral one that you can create all types of looks with, so I would definitely look into that. But the Natasha Denona shadows are amazing quality and you don't want to miss out. So after eyeshadow, I would go in with eyeliner and lashes. You guys, I don't really have an eyeliner or a lash that's high-end that I really want to recommend to you. I feel like you can go high-end, you can go drugstore. There's so many different brands of liner and lashes. To be honest, I'm not even a big fan of buying high-end lashes because the drugstore just has such a selection. I don't feel like it's necessary at all. I do have some, and I'm actually wearing the BoxyCharm and Lily lashes right now. I do really love these lashes. I got these in the BoxyCharm though, but I've worn these lashes no less than 10 times and they're absolutely amazing. So Lily lashes are good, but I prefer affordable lashes, so I'm gonna leave it at that. So next, let's jump into the face. I'm gonna start with face primer, and I have several different face primers to kind of give you some options depending on your skin type. So the first I want to mention is this baby right here. This is the Glam Glow Super Mattify 6 Acid Clarifying Primer. So this is like your heavy duty mattifying primer. Now we know it's summertime, it's hot. I am oily, so I need something that is going to be matte on my skin, especially depending on the foundation that I wear, because I have been loving more natural finish and glowy foundations. So this one comes with a little scooper, and you just open it up and it's like this clay gray finish, and so I really love this primer. It keeps me super matte. This is those days where I'm like, I cannot have my makeup being oily. This is when I will pull this out, or like I said, when I'm wearing like a super glowy or even a natural finish foundation. So for every day, a lot of times I will pull out this in the summertime, and this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. So Fenty actually has a mattifying primer, and then they also have a regular version as well. So if you're not oily, then you probably want to go with the regular version, but I love this primer. It's one of my favorite everyday primers. I've talked to you guys about this a million times, so I'm not going to talk your ear off, but just know this is a favorite. Then maybe if you're not oily but you just want something that blurs and gives you a nice base, this is one of my favorites as well, and it's the CoverFX Blurring Primer. So CoverFX, they do face products very well. I don't even know if they have eye products, but they do face products very well. I mean, I love their primers, I love their foundation, I love their concealer. They will have that base on point, and so this is such a great primer. As you guys can see, I've definitely used a lot of it, and I'm really in love with this one, just to give you a nice flawless base. So probably one of my favorite parts of makeup is foundation. I love foundation. I feel like when your foundation looks right, the rest of your face kind of comes together. And so I have 3 amazing ones that I want to talk about today. The first one, this is for when I need to be matte. It's the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. Now this foundation is amazing because a lot of my foundations I'll categorize into like, if I really want to be flawless, like if I'm going to an event or something like that and I'm like, girl, you got to be flawless. A lot of my foundations I'll categorize into either that or an everyday foundation, like a work, a church, a run errands, that type of foundation. This foundation I feel like I can put in both categories, where this makes me super flawless, but I don't feel like it's super heavy and like it's cakey. I feel like it's just a regular everyday foundation, and I can use it for both. So I really love that about this foundation, and it's one of the reasons that I fell in love with it. I'm actually in the shade 60WO, and this is like a thumbs up from me. Now, if you're not oily like I am and you're just like, I like a nice natural finish foundation, one of the foundations that I have been loving lately, after talking so much crap about it over the years, I feel like it finally works with my skin, and it's the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. This is not a new foundation at all, but this is the foundation that I've tried over and over again, and I just couldn't get it to work, and I was like, I'm gonna give this foundation one more try, and I think I found the perfect color for me, and it just looks so good on my skin. And I'm in the shade Brulee. But this foundation is like everything. This is one of those nice foundations where I'm like, I could literally wear this, like I said, to work, to church, running errands, and I don't feel like I'm super heavily made up. And I love that about this foundation. It looks like skin. It looks good in pictures and on camera, and then it also looks good now I've discovered in person. So would definitely recommend this one as well. And this is good if you're oily. It's probably not going to last you all day. You're going to have to touch up. If you're normal to combo or dry, you're probably gonna love this. So lastly, how do we talk about foundation without bringing in Fenty Beauty? I don't know. But this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So there's a mattifying version, which I love, and then there's also a hydrating version. This one I more so recently discovered. Normally I would mix it in with the matte and it makes the most amazing texture, the most amazing finish. However, I've also worn this alone. I'm wearing it alone today, and I really love it. It looks so amazing. I'm always getting compliments every single time I wear this foundation about what's on my skin, and I still love it with the matte, like if I have to go somewhere, but I'm just filming videos today, so I wanted to do the glowiness, and I love the finish that it gives. So if you're dry and you don't like the mattifying version of the Fenty, definitely try this. I think it's worth it. And I'm in the shade 370. I'm in that shade in both the mattifying and in the hydrating. Next, I like to conceal. So I have a recently discovered concealer that I'm in love with, and it's the Dermablend Professional Cover Care Full Coverage Concealer. I got mine in the shade 40W, and my goodness. So these days, I feel like I say this in every video because it is the truth. I have bags on bags on bags. So I need a full coverage concealer, and I recently discovered this Dermablend concealer, and this is seriously full coverage. Now they also have, I don't know if they have a foundation, but I know they have a setting powder for underneath the eyes. I tried that before and I didn't really love it, so I was skeptical about the concealer, but the concealer looks so good underneath the eyes. I'm wearing it today. It's so smooth, it's not cakey, but you still get the coverage that you're looking for. Then if you're somebody and you're like, girl, I just want to brighten under there, or I don't need that much coverage, then Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, this is still a favorite of mine. I've been using this concealer for years. I'm talking probably about 4 or 5 years now, and it's amazing. I will wear this like with one of my everyday foundations for every day, and I just think it looks great, and it doesn't get cakey at all. It's hydrating underneath the eyes, and I really love it. So after you put on your concealer, you absolutely need to set it. And to set my concealer, I have been completely obsessed with the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder. Now, I've bought several loose powders lately, but this is the one that I keep finding myself reaching for, even though I do love my La Mer loose powder as well. But this is the one that I find myself just like continuously reaching for. Love this loose powder. This is like a huge jar, so you get a lot of product in it, and I don't know, it's just really nice. It's nice and smooth underneath the eyes. It brightens. I love it. I got the shade, what shade did I get? I got the shade 30 Natural Translucent 2. Then of course, once you set your concealer, you have to also set your face. And I have 3 products here that I've also been loving. And the first one, I think you guys can probably guess because I've been talking about it, is the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Palette. It has 3 shades in it: Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. And what I do is I just take a large powder brush like this. This is the Sephora number 50 brush, and I run it in all 3 shades, and I just sweep it all over my face. And I think it gives the most amazing finish, but it also leaves me with like a natural glowy finish. Love this. I can't stress it enough. Now, if I need my makeup to last all day and I really need to set my face with something mattifying, this would not be my favorite powder of choice, but this is really cute. Like I said, if I just want that like natural glowy look, this gives it to me. But sometimes I want that natural glowy look, but I'm still like, oh, I still need my makeup to last. So if that happens, What I'll do is mix it a little bit also with this Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. And how I do that is I'll do what I just did and put the Hourglass all over my face. And then I'll take the same brush and I'll take this Urban Decay powder and I will run it over my oily parts where I know I'm gonna get oily, which is a lot of my face, but I'll make sure to focus on like the nose, the chin, the forehead, you know, a little bit of the cheek area. And I'll just make sure I'm focusing on those hot spots, basically, those oil hot spots. So love this powder for mattifying. It's also really nice for touching up. Very slim if you just want to throw it in your purse and go. Then I have a powder here. This is good for if you want to really set your makeup and get more coverage, or if you want to just do a powder foundation look. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Powder Foundation. This one's in the shade 5W1 Bronze, and this will give you coverage on coverage on coverage, honey. So if you've put on liquid foundation and you want to set that with something and you want more coverage, this is a great option. If you don't want more coverage, this is not a good option. But this is also a good option if you just want to use it on its own as a powder foundation. I still owe you guys my powder foundation routine. It's coming, I promise. But this is such a good option if you're going to do just a powder look. Okay, let's talk about putting some life back into your face. Once you put on your base, you need to put some life back into that thing, okay? You need a bronzer, a blush, a highlighter, yeah. So for bronzer, for cream bronzer, I've been obsessed with this Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Sculpting Palette in the shade Intensity 2. Obsessed with this bronzer. So I really love it. I have not tried the highlighter on top yet, but the bronzer part I've used so many times and I'm just so impressed with. I didn't do cream bronzer today. I should have, but I'm just so impressed with this. If you guys want like a cream product tutorial, a cream bronzer tutorial, let me know and I will put that on deck for you as well. But love this Tom Ford option. This is a very expensive option, and there are less expensive options. So you can go with Fenty, you can go with Huda Beauty has a great cream bronzer. So there's different options for you, as well as drugstore options. So don't feel like you need to go out and get the Tom Ford. I'm just telling you, I've tried it and I love it. Now on top of that, I've been obsessed with the Guerlain. This is the bronzing powder in Terracotta number 5. And I showed you guys this in a video where I showed you guys all my newest bronzers. This was included. This is like the perfect bronzing shade for me. The perfect bronzing shade for me. It's not too deep, not too light. It definitely gives you just that right amount of bronzer. I'm wearing it today and I feel like it gives you just that really nice summer glow. It also has a little bit of shimmer in it, but not too much where it's overpowering. Going for blush, I feel like you guys should be able to guess because I have been talking about these so much. These are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blushes. And I chose to show you Diffused Heat, which just looks like this. It's a nice, like deeper pinky coral shade-ish. And then this one, which is Ethereal Glow, and this is more of a light pinky shade. And they're very pretty, they're very glowy, and so I like that about them. I've been really into a nice glowy blush lately. I just realized how obsessed I am with Hourglass because I also chose an Hourglass highlighter. This is the Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. And this one comes with the shades Absolute Strobe Light, Pure Strobe Light, and Lucent Strobe Light. And so they look like this. How gorgeous are these shades? And I just take my brush, I run it in all 3 of them, and then I go ahead and put it on my face. I am wearing this on my face today, all 3 shades, with a combination of another favorite highlighter of mine, the Marc Jacobs. This is the Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer in the shade Guilty. I've been loving this highlighter for a very long time now. This is one of my newer product obsessions. This one I've been in love with for well over a year, and it just makes the most glowy look. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this highlighter. It's nice. It's like a champagne gold, very soft, and just such a beautiful shade for a lot of different skin tones, to be honest. I love this highlighter. Oh my gosh, let's go back a little bit. I completely forgot to show you these. These are the Fenty cream blushes. So I told you guys I've been into cream products lately. So for cream blush, a lot of different companies have cream blushes, but I've been completely into Fenty's lately. I have tried one from Tower 28 as well that I liked, but Fenty's where it's at, okay? So this is the one in Summertime Wine, which is so pretty. And then this one in Rose Latte. I've been completely obsessed with both of these, so I just had to mention those. All right, let's move into setting sprays. I have 3 setting sprays for 3 different skin types sitting here in front of me. For people like me who are super oily, then we do need a mattifying setting spray. This one is super heavy duty, it works, okay? Your makeup's gonna stay on all day. This is the Tarte Stay Spray setting spray. This is my 2nd bottle of this. That's how good it is. That's how amazing it is. And this time of year, I'm using something like this every single day. Now for my girls who don't have to be so matte, this is the Fenty Beauty What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. Such a good setting spray. A lot of times I like to mix my setting sprays. So I will mix the Fenty with the Tarte and it just gives me this nice satin finish setting spray. Now if you don't want to mix setting sprays, Tatcha does have a nice satin skin mist that is really gorgeous on the skin. Not super mattifying, not super dewy, just right there in the middle. So I do love that as well. But if you have setting sprays and you're not sure how to use them, or one's too dewy, one's too mattifying, try mixing your products. I have been loving doing that lately. And then just a setting spray to add a little glow to the face. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. So not only does this add glow, but it adds a little, like, I don't want to say sparkle, but like a little sheen maybe to your face, and it looks so gorgeous on the skin. I am in love with this. The setting mist is super fine, so it's not gonna like spit out a bunch of water and ruin your makeup. This is where it's at. I love this setting mist. For mascara, I have 2 here to show you. Now mascara is another thing that I don't normally buy high end. Most of the time I'm using like points and getting them free, or getting them free with purchase, or I'll buy the little minis. I just feel like the drugstore has so many mascara options that it's unnecessary to spend $25 on a mascara. But I do have 2 here that if you are going to spend the money, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is the Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara, is so good. It is better than I expected it to be, okay? It's so good. I would definitely recommend this mascara right here. Also, of course, this is just like a staple. I don't even have to talk about this much, but it's the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Volumizing. I mean, your lashes just look so good, and it doesn't make your lashes like hard and crusty either, which I hate. So good. Last but not least, for lips, I picked out some lip glosses and then also some lip shades that I love. For the lip glosses, I'm wearing this one on the lips today. It's the Patrick Ta Major Glow Lip Shine, and this one's in the shade She's Expensive. I've been obsessed with these since they came out. They're so beautiful. I love his line. I love his blushes. He has the lip shines, I have the lip color, I have, I think, a lip pencil. I have several things from his line that I really like. But then, of course, the Fenty Beauty lip glosses. Y'all know I've been obsessed with those ever since the first shade came out years ago. So just, if you're in the market for a good high-end lip gloss, these are great options. Then for a kind of like a hybrid in the middle, like a gloss slash color, these are the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lipsticks. These are, well, this one is in the shade Hot Cocoa. I have like 5 of these and I really love it. Like I said, it has some color to it, but it also gives your lips some shine. So this is a deeper option, but I love every single color of these that I have. They're not super long wearing because they do stay shiny, but that's okay. I can touch up lips without a problem. That's not an issue for me. Then I do have the Marc Jacobs. This is the Enamored Lip Color in Sugar High, and this gives you just a little bit of color, but also, again, just stays shiny, and I like that. So that's the color. It's a nice pinky. This one right here, it's just a nice pinky shade, but again, it does stay shiny on your lips. Last but not least, this is a matte liquid lip color, and it's the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick. This one's in the shade Deep Thoughts, and it's like a deeper shade. I'd usually wear this like, I was gonna say date night, but I'd wear this any time of day. I really love this color. I know this is the time of like lighter colors, but y'all know your girl wears what she wants. So I love this shade Deep Thoughts. So I chose those for you, but they have so many different colors in these Smashbox liquid lipsticks, and they are one of the most comfortable formulas out there on the market. So that is it, you guys. Those are the products that I recommend to get you a full face if you're trying to build up your makeup collection or your makeup kit and you're just like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what products I need. A lot of these products are optional, y'all, but if you want a full look, kind of like what I would do when I'm doing a full look, these are the products that I recommend, and also the categories that I recommend you buy from. Again, if you haven't seen my drugstore version, make sure you check out the link that I've included in this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're still watching, not sure what you're doing, but go ahead and click that subscribe button. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.